Well, good morning, YouTube. Here, let's cheer for beer. My entry inspection is finally over. That long queue is hard to wait in, though. Well, off to Crossbell City now. Phew, I think the inspection line is finally starting to thin out now. There have been a lot more tourists traveling on foot this year. I wonder why. If they take the train, they'd already be in the city by now. Well, they are going to a festival. Maybe they think it's more exciting to change things up. Give their means of transportation. Yeah, we already did that one. So, let us see what we did last time. Important item retrieval. That's where we are. Yo, Stella, keeping yourself busy? Oh, Randy? Funny seeing you here. Were you wanting to order something? Not exactly. Searching for the armored car's key, as per warrant officer's Muriel's request. Oh, so you guys are the ones who got stuck with that. The warrant officer already asked me to look around. I combed over the mess hall, high and low, but it's nowhere to be found. I suppose we can mark the mess hill off our list then. We're in the process of retracing the commander's steps. Do you mind recounting what you witnessed last night? Sure, I don't mind. The first day of the anniversary festival is incredibly hectic here. I was finally binding down from the craziness of the day when the commander stormed in here, utterly wasted. All of a sudden he yelled out for me to cook something that would sober him up. I had to do some forced overtime. And because of that I wasn't able to get around to any of the prep work I needed to do for today. Wow, it sounds pretty terrible. Oh yeah, sure. Guy swears around like he owns the place, but he doesn't loo a lick of actual work. Sounds like he's the complete opposite of Deputy Commander Beals. Excuse me, would you know if he had the key on him while he was eating his meal? Beats me. I only heard about it being lost when I woke up this morning, so I'm afraid I wasn't really paying attention. Is that so? There's no way of knowing whether he had the key here or not. What's everyone doing gathering around the mess hall? Good morning, Beyond. These people are helping the CGF recover their key, or whatever. Nice to meet you. We're the Special Support Section. Oh yeah. Heard about you. Well, nice to meet you. Hey, Beyond. Still the same military buff as always? Right, so it's been a while, Randy. So Beyond, did you end up finding the key? You know, the one that warrant officer told us about? After getting a quick search, I can safely say that it isn't in the inn. I'm pretty sure the commander didn't bother heading there after his meal anyway. Sorry, but what do you mean by pretty sure? Weren't you at the inn last night? I imagine you would know whether he came in or not, right? I finished my work for the day by then, so I was actually taking a break up on the roof when he got back. Wait, hold on. Do you remember something? Yeah, I passed by him as I was leaving the roof. If I'm not wrong, I remember him spinning around something that looked like a keychain. That must have been the key you were all looking for. And that means it's extremely likely that the commander had the key until he headed up to the roof after leaving the mess hall. It bothers me that he'd act so nonchalant with something so important. I certainly agree, but at least we picked up a valuable statement. Haha, good thing that memory of yours finally kicked in, eh? Better late than never. Better late than never, right? You've got to be kidding me. Do you realize how much time I wasted searching the mess hall because of you? Sorry about that. Well, I guess it's about time for me to head back to work. See you later, Stella. He ran. Well, thanks to him, we finally got ourselves a solid lead. Thanks for all your help too, Stella. Randy's right. Even though you only knew it wasn't in the mess hall, that narrowed down our list of potential hiding places significantly. You're welcome. I'm not really sure how important this key is, but please find it. Not just for CGF's sake, but for Warrant Officer Muriel's. We'll do our best, I promise. Now, is our next destination the roof? No, our next destination. We'll be on our way to the roof. Well, I made it to the roof. According to Warrant Officer Muriel, the CGF commander sung his heart out up here. It took him a while to climb the stairs after he was under the influence. Yes, but the biggest issue is that he doesn't remember where exactly he misplaced the key. Here to lose it anywhere, this would be the place. Let's try searching for a while and see where that takes us. We are looking... Where in the world could that be? What is this? Oh, a juice can? Yeah, we can just throw this away. That tunnel leads into Erebony, right? That's right. More specifically, the tunnel and the fortified Anton base up ahead both comprise Guerrilla Fortress. As the Empire's most easternmost stronghold, it is used to keep Calvard in check. Seeing it this close, I cannot help but feel incredibly intimidated by the Empire. I can't blame you for feeling that way, Teotet. After all, that mountain's hiding two of the Empire's scariest weapons, the railway guns. Railway guns? I feel like I've heard of them somewhere before. Sure you have. They're the pride and joy of the Imperial armor. They're ultimate weapons of mass destruction. Heard those bad boys fire 80 red shells. Interesting. So those are the battle weapons developed by the Ronford Company. 2 years ago, tensions between the Empire and Republic had finally reached a breaking point. While both countries began to conduct large-scale military exercises, the wall over there opened, revealing their two enormous railway guns. Weapons which have the capacity to hit Crossbell City if Erebony were to unleash them. Tragedy would be unavailable. Crossbell Times never once mentioned these while I was living in Calvard. Never knew things like that were unstable, or things were that unstable at the time. Well, as you can see, they got their trump card stored right away now. We might owe the Liberlian Queen's non-aggression pact thanks to that. Definitely, I'd always heard that she was an admirable person, but I have a newfound respect for her now. So we got sidetracked. We should continue our search for the key. Alright, here's that key. Oh, it was just a 10 mirror coin. Commander probably dropped it. I don't see it anywhere. At the very least, we know for a fact that the commander was up here. True, but we may have made a mistake to assume that he dropped the key on the roof. If that was the case, the guardsmen would have found it immediately. Certainly what Miss Croy stole earlier. Might need to change our perspective on this entire thing. It's only a possibility, but what if the key fell into a place that we can't normally reach? Let's investigate every nook and cranny in this place one more time. Huh? Lloyd? What's the matter? I see it. How the hell did it end up in a place like that? Given its true location, I was not surprised that they were unable to find the key, no matter how much they searched the gate. For now, let's let the warrant officer know. We should be able to reach it with a ladder. Hopefully they have one around here we can borrow. Right, let's go find her. Think you're looking for this? Seriously ended up in a place like that? I never would have found it then. What probably happened is that your commander dropped it while he was singing on the roof. Ah, aside. I'm just glad that you were able to find it. Thanks to you, we can finally move the armored car someplace where tourists won't stumble across it. I guess I'm in your debt this time, Randy. Don't worry about it. But if you really want to make things even, how about going on a date with me? Be a good time. I don't know what I was expecting. Idiots never change, do they? Well, thank you for everything, SSS. You're welcome. If you ever need anything from us, all you have to do is submit a support request. I'll keep that in mind. Now, if you excuse me. Case closed, eh? I suppose so. I wasn't sure we would find the key for a second time. If a stranger picked it up, I don't know what we would have done. Is there anywhere it dropped? I'd say we got lucky. I'm inclined to agree. Incidents like this could be avoided if the commander was a bit more observant. He's always been an incompetent jackass who only thinks about himself, even back when I was stationed here. Didn't find that key, Muriel probably would have taken the heat for losing it. That man is hopeless. No denying that. Still, at least we know that there are people like the deputy commander and the warrant officer doing honest work for the CGF. I like to think that most of the guardsmen are following suit, despite everything. Good point, Lloyd. Well, time to head out. Yeah, let's go. Okay. We could run across a highway. Or we could take the bus back. Did we already get the crossbow times issue 4? No, we did not. Go do that now. While we're in here, we can talk to Jellies. This year marks the 70th anniversary of Crossbell's state's founding. Huh? That would mean Crossbell was founded when my grandpa was still just a young kid. When you put that into perspective, it's kind of crazy to think about. Oh. I can also purchase Back Alley Glen Dr. 5. Or Back Alley Dr. Glen Chapter 5 here. See what else we need. Alright. Now check out Mr. Grimwood. Oh, hello. Have you four been making your way around the festivities? Ah, you could say that. Ah, ha, ha, that's good to hear. The brave heroes who stopped Mayor McDowell's assassination on patrol, sure the citizens will feel safe and secure. Yeah, when you say it like that. A little embarrassing. I have to agree, that's higher praise than we deserve, Mr. Greenwood. Really? Isn't it the truth? I don't see any reason to be so humble, Lloyd. Anyway, sir, are you planning to go and enjoy the anniversary festival? I'd like to, but unfortunately I have far too much on my plate for the time being. As you know, many enterprises operate out of Crossbell, and they won't rest because of a festival. Still want to find some time to take a look around if possible. It is the anniversary festival after all. Mr. Grimwood always treats me like I'm a little kid. I mean, why the heck would I be interested in some dumb festival? Mr. Grimwood want to see it? That'd be another story, but... Well, that's one place where meeting your heroes. Good thing. Welcome! That husband of mine leaving all the work to me as usual. No matter, I've got to keep working hard. Festival. Too many customers. I hate this. Ah, please try a sample if you would. If you enjoyed it, please buy a loaf. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good Crossbell's a huge city. My legs are beat. Dad has this habit of trotting all over the place. All over the place all on his own. Wandering around during the festival, I managed to stumble across this bakery. Just get a load of this price. The screw-up's just looking bread as far as the eye can see. Place. Hey, Lloyd. We've been working this like dogs because of the festival. I'd say we're selling 3 times more than we do any average day of the year. I was worried that Mary McDowell getting hurt would affect business, but I guess you just can't kill the love for bread. And in terms of HP, Oscar has been beat. True, and I made a promise. Yet she still hasn't come back. What's she doing? I told her to meet me at the bakery. Hey, where to next? Just chilling in Central Stairs, getting kind of old if you ask me. Yeah, well, what about Harper District? Are they doing some concert or whatever over there? We go see what that's all about. I think I'll go down and kill a monster. In B1. I mean, why not? Take the easy way. Get your trick out, Jonah. Hey, you guys need something from me? Why did you get swept up by the festival moon and decide to stop by out of the goodness of your hearts? IRL stuff is such a pain to deal with. I just avoid it personally. Besides, the festival has never really interested me. Don't even think about trying to drag me outside or something. Every time we stop by, you always have the same sour attitude. So you're still hacking without a care in the world, too. Unbelievable. I thought you'd be downcast after being annihilated yesterday. Don't act so cocky. Diablado, I'll beat you one of these days. One of these dudes? Craft. Wild Swan. Pretty good haul. All right. Get done with that. I'd like to purchase some gelato, Mother. May I have the allowance? My husband told me I should relax and go look around the festival with our little Sunita. Words that'll win you over a lady's heart with ease. That's why he's my husband. It's hard to reject a tempting offer like that. I'll try and understand. The festival turned out nicely this year. I'm relieved beyond words to know that the mayor is safe. I'll have myself a nice walk around the city in a bit. Check out Ellie's gigs. Appears that the master has finally regained his strength. Preparing those healthy dishes seemed to have helped him make a swift recovery. And with that, I'd appreciate it if he wouldn't overwork himself. Well, I'm sure that's easier said than done, considering his position as mayor. Lady Ellie, please forgive me for I held the wrong impression this whole time. What do you mean? Has something happened? Special sports section is a wonderful career choice. I deeply apologize for ever doubting that fact. I now understand that you are an elite group that possesses more authority than the First Division. Your accomplishments tell us much. Please forgive me for maintaining this embarrassing misconception. Well, the compliment's a bit thick there, eh? Oh dear, Joanna seems to have somewhat confused about what our job is. Please continue to put forth your best effort in your endeavors, Molly. I will continue to cheer you on from the sidelines. Okay. Now it's time to check on our friends over here. Sit still for Mom, Colin. Can't press you if you keep swearing around, okay? Ice cream for ice cream. I know you want some ice cream, dear. Shall we go and look for a stall then? Yay, let's go. Oh, hello everyone. Are you working right now? Sure, it must be difficult, but I hope you continue to keep up the good work. Anyway, we're on our way out to have some fun. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Taking in the festival as a family is definitely the way to do it. Don't mind us. Go out there and enjoy yourselves. That we shall do, my friends. All is young, so I think we'll only make a single trip around the city. But a strategy to get all the energy out of Colin is to have him run around the city 3 times. Hurry up, Granny, we gotta get moving. Sheesh, Henri. Such a slowpoke. Hurry up and get ready already. Hurry up, Granny, we gotta get moving. There's no rush. There's no rush. The festival isn't going anywhere. Okay, the doors are properly locked up. I haven't forgotten anything, have I? I'm getting ready to go with my family right now. Granny's usually really strict, but she always gives me spending money for the festival. It's definitely going to be fun. Yep. We're soaking in the culture this episode. Let's go and check out some raisins. In Villa raisins. It's too noisy outside. Can't concentrate because of it. Welcome to Kendall's Architectural Firm. We're open today, so please come in. It's finally here. Ark and Ciel is starting to perform their newest production. I managed to score tickets for the last daily anniversary fest, so I'm avoiding anything and anyone until then. This is a spoiler-free zone, you hear me? I'm not gonna ruin this play for myself. Oh, it's a fantastic play. With the best music. Just what I've come to expect from Crossbell's delightful anniversary festival. There's no shortage of photos to take. Can we feed the kitty? I have to go check. What I do in a normal game? Pet pet. Pet pet. Ah, it feels so peaceful. Ah, it feels like my brain switches off when I'm here. Unavailable inside sunbays. Fur turns all soft and fluffy. Meow. Let's see. Let's go for the many famous views of Crossbill and then police headquarters. So that's what's us. How are you doing today? Figured to be busier than past years, but this is too much. And we know how you feel. You seem just as swamped as us. Us police officers really do have our plates full during the festival. By the way, we received a support request from the Metropolitan Union. Is anyone from their department in right now? Oh, you mean the request regarding ticketing illegally parked cars? They're so busy, it seems like they've been flying in and out of the building all day. I might be able to catch someone if I call them. Perfect. Could we ask you to do that for us? It would be most helpful. Yeah, let's knock this one out. It's like we're in agreement then. Understood. I'll call them immediately. Feel free to wait in the conference room until they arrive. Waiting here an awfully long time. Must be pretty busy. Yeah, not much we can do about it. Festival must have had them running around like headless chickens. Sorry about that. We had our hands full for a bit there. Sorry for making you guys wait. Don't worry about it. I'm the Metropolitan Division's Chief Jordic. Officer Kate of the same division. Thanks for lending us a hand, Specialist Blessing. So you'll have to give a formal introduction this time. I'm Lloyd Baines of Special Sports Section, and these three are my colleagues. We know you're swamped with work, but would you mind explaining the details of the request? No problem. Allow me to explain. But first, I think that's enough with the formalities. I don't mind if we speak more casually now. Sorry, our chief likes to take things easy. Anyway, I think this was written as a support request. I'd like for you to ticket any illegally parked vehicles on the outskirts of town. Goes without saying, but everyone's short on hands during the anniversary fest. What I need you to do is go down, jot down their car's license, and slap a warning sticker on it for us. Is that really all you'd like us to do? You don't need us to tell them? Yeah, don't worry about that. They're obviously not getting anything more severe than a fine anyway. A lot of people from the Empire or the Republic, so they don't know the parking rules. Charging would be too much. More importantly, you need to watch out for the cars that have parking permits. Parking permit? Yes, not every car is necessarily parked there illegally. Although obtaining permits, park there beforehand, so we'll need to success. Cool. Keep our eyes peeled for the ones with permits. Okay, I think I understand the procedure. I think I recall seeing 4 or 5 cars on the eastern and western exits of town. Let's go check both spots first. Indeed. Okay, let me give you this as list of permit holders. And while you're at it, take this pack of warning stickers. I like to call this our illegal parking enforcement kit. Okay, got it. Please report to Rebecca once you've completed your request. Kate and I are going to hit the city, so we'll be out all day. Understood. We'll give our report to Rebecca. Alright. Ready to hit up those exits? Yes, let us be off. Oh yeah. Going up here. Welcome to the Crossbell News Service. How may I help you today? Hello, we're at the special sports section. Here to follow up on a sport request you submitted. Oh, it's nice to meet you all. Thank you for coming. Person responsible for submitting the request. I want to explain it to you in person. Do you mind? Is now a good time? Yeah, we're fine to help you out right now. Wonderful. In that case, would you please head up to the second floor? I'll call the one who submitted the request and let her know you're here. Okay, sounds good. We should head upstairs. Hello, hello, my wonderful friends from the special support section. It's you, Grace. Why am I not surprised? You guys are the absolute best. That scoop earlier was exactly what I was looking for. And I can always count on the valiant SSS. Yeah, always the smooth talker. You realize that our job is not to provide you with stories, right? The situation was quite messy, but I'm a little relieved that the article was primarily sympathetic towards grandfather's struggles. Well, I'm kind of barred from writing pieces on the Imperial faction. It wouldn't be fair if I only criticized Mayor McDowell, right? Besides, your grandfather's popularity with the citizens is off the charts. Heck, I like the old guy myself. Hey, I shouldn't be saying this as a journalist, but I really try to cut the guys some slack when I can, you know. Thank you, Grace. Trying to sympathize with him a little. Or is our people too, after all? More importantly, Grace, would you please proceed with the explanation of what your support request entails? Sheesh. You act like that. Anyway, I'll get you the rundown. You probably got the gist of it from the initial request, but I'll give you some more details. Gospel Times is aiming to publish an additional issue and to act as a tour guide. And your best friend Grace is leading the charge. Isn't that my most fabulous idea ever? Yeah? Gotta admit, I'm on board. Please continue, Grace. Alright, so I'd like all you to take photos to use in the magazine. I want you to get the snazziest shots you can of Crossbell's most popular sightseeing spots. Monsters roam the highways, so you aren't the most suited to go straight to the frontiers. Get some great action shots, you know? True. However, I have my reservations as to whether any of us are qualified for the job. We cannot guarantee the level of quality you require with the photographs we take. Mine's already busy now, so that's how crazy the anniversary festival is. You're usually my right-hand photographer, but alas, I prepared a nice little memo for you guys that outlines all the best tourist spots to take photos. I'm counting on you to bring some fantastic shots. As long as at least one of you has the tiniest bit of experience handling a camera, then I think we'll manage. I suppose that would be me. Oh, seriously? You have experience taking photos, Ellie? News to me. Curious. I would believe one would need to use a normal camera for some time to master it. Well, it was a hobby of mine when I was studying abroad. Of course, it's been quite some time since then, so I've probably gotten a bit rusty at it. It'll get the job done. Trust me. No better than being completely green. Well, now that we're solved this issue, are you feeling up to the test? Well, it should be good here. We accept your request, Grace. Oh my heroes. Well, here you go. All I need to do is find scenic spots around Crossbell. Take some photos with this camera, right? Bingo. Better not find any scratches on it when you bring it back, okay? Ow. There's one more thing I'd advise you to be cautious of. What's that? Airbony Empire's border can be seen as clear as day from Belgard Gate, as can the Calvarnian border from Tangram Gate. Huge no-no to include any pictures of them in our magazine, so please do try and avoid snapping any shots of them, okay? Is it due to political tensions? Nail on the head, Ailey. Circumstances on our side prohibit us from using them too. Ow. So, taking any pictures of the border is a no-go. Anything else we should know? Yep, I'm setting a minimum quota of 5 photos to submit. Feel free to take more than that if you can, of course. We're going to publish it at the end of the festival, so go ahead and take your time, find all the best spots. After all, the more photos you can take, the more it'll help us in the long run. Yeah, that's it for now. Understood. When you wrapped everything up, you let your receptionist know and she'll give me a ring. Anyway, back to work I go. I'll be eagerly awaiting your results. Some people never change. Man, she'd be a solid 10 if personality wasn't part of the equation. Certainly can be a bit too animated at times. Tis a mystery to me how exactly she gets all of her boundless energy from. Well, regardless, it seems she managed to skillfully reject all of her busy work onto us. It's all good. Didn't sound like she was in too big of a hurry for the photos. As we remember to take photos as we are out and about on our rounds, we should be just fine. True enough. Entrusting the photography to Ellie would ensure that the request will be completed with ease. Please lower your expectations. This is a small hobby of mine. Sure, you'll be fine, really. Make sure to remember to take some photographs whenever we come across a scenic spot. Hey there, welcome to the Crossbell Business Owners Association. Be ready to come over and check out what we got here. All citizens are invited to. We also got them around. I want to give it a try. Long time no see you, Paula. I'll say if there's one thing Moores ever did right, it was sweeping you off your feet. Who would have thought he'd managed to win over our absolute idol? Oh my. There you go with the exaggerations again. Maybe we better cut you off with the booze here before you earn yourself a good smacking. Haha. You two lovebirds never change. Okay, let's see. Alright. Well, let's see about doing this parking ticket thing. Company or Ultra. License plate number is ES4521. Pink car. Put a bright red car and a pink car. But Guess not. This one. W6422. Yeah. That one's not approved. E4310. The E4310 is there. I had 5828. Yep. Yes, 4521. That's on there, and CL1101. Yep, those are all approved. Well, while we're out here, one of the 5+ spots is this is a big old body of water. It's the Lupines River, right? It's that thingy floating all the way out in the middle. It's supposed to be. I'm going to guess there's some old ruins. The database contains no details either. The information I found is that entry is prohibited. I can't speak for the ruins of I've heard people refer to it as a matchmaking shrine. A man stands on the left of the observation platform and a woman to the right. They can give their vows and live happily ever after. How about that, Mademoiselle? Again, it sounds like an old wives' tale. I bet we could take a great photo of this area for Grace's articles. You mind taking a few photos for us, Ellie? No, not at all. Don't expect a masterpiece from me, though. Shh. Relax, Mademoiselle. I'm sure it'll turn out great. Just gotta peek through that lens, give it a click, and then... bam, we are all set, yeah? If only a great photo were that simple. You have to plan your composition to ensure you capture your subject how you want to in the frame. Slightest change in weather or wind also drastically affect the impression of the final picture. Sometimes you'll come across a picture-perfect shot. Ask for only a brief second. It will be lost forever if you miss your chance. True, the difference in quality between amateur and professional photography is immediately apparent. I'd imagine a simpleton could have difficulty grasping any level of intricacy or nuance required. Hey now, just what was that last comment directed? Alright, let's come down, everyone. We need to let Ellie focus on taking the photo. Right, I'll do my best. Phew. There we go. Took a couple of extras just in case. Yeah, looks like he pulled through. Well, how'd they turn out? I won't have an answer for you until I've seen the developed photos. At the very least, I think they'll get the job done. It would be safe to assume Ellie has regained her photography skills. Well, I'm no expert in the field, so I'll trust her judgment. Keep our eyes peeled for other scenic locations we can take photos. Shall we get going? Okay. Now that that's all done, I can come out here. ED0028. Yep, that's good. We definitely saw that one before. CZ3323. EW31. Yeah, that one's. Hold on a sec. I feel like I've seen this license plate number before. Wait, what? You see this plate number over on the west exit too? Actually, I think you're right. I don't think it was this type of car. Against state regulation for multiple vehicles to share an identical license plate number. Yeah, Tio, that's right. Gotta have a unique number. Or you're breaking the law. Breaking the law. Probably a good idea to get this plate down too. Absolutely, better report this to the Metropolitan Division later. Alright. Now we can talk to our Becky. Hey everyone, how's the request to get the illegally parked cars going? Please notify me once you're ready to hand over your report. I'll contact the Metropolitan Division for you. Ready to give you that report. Could you contact them, please? Understood. I'll take care of it. Now, I apologize for the inconvenience, but do you mind waiting again until then? Not at all. I understand. We understand that concern. That's it for the report. Here's a list of those license plates for any illegally parked cars. Oh, wow, you even looked at the license plate and permits up for us. Yes, we were thorough, so don't believe there are any mistakes. Many of the owners were from either the Republic or the Empire, so we had to be especially careful. You guys went far across. Honestly, I wouldn't mind it if you guys just rushed through it. Typically how we do things. What are you talking about, Chief? Take our job very seriously. Oh yeah, I guess you do. Not bad. Anyway, it looks like we managed to write off one task from our to-do list. Thanks, guys. This should give a lot more breathing. Allow me to give you my thanks. You definitely count on the SSS to take care of your work. Can't even escape the handyman treatment at headquarters, can we? Hey, Lloyd, shouldn't we tell him about the inconsistency? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There was one thing. What's wrong? There's something strange with the license plates. There are two cars that share the same license plate and number across both exits. We believe the license plate number was CL1101. Wait, seriously? Could one of the plates be a forgery? I think I know what's going on. So you mean to pay a fee to obtain a parking permit, right? But you get charged daily for those things. So that ends up costing a pretty hefty sum of beer to park there for the whole festival. Someone probably want to skip out on Springer for 2 extra permits. Wow, what a cheap ass. Guess we should be glad I'm not anything more serious than that, though. Indeed. Okay, do me a favor and check this out for me. Yes, sir. Anyway, it looks like our job here is done. We'll be taking our leave now. If you ever need assistance again, the SSS will gladly tackle the case for you. Thanks. We'll be counting on you. SLI has been dumping loads of work on us. Let's keep up the hustle. Received requests to reinforce our patrols in the harbor and Niger. We're paid. I gotta hurry over to the second breakstone. Barely any room of us for breathe during the anniversary. I need to get back to patrolling. Suspect apprehended. This dirtbag thought he could try and ruin the festival atmosphere with his mischief. Screw you, I didn't do it. I'm not guilty, you can't prove anything. I reckon exercise my right to remain silent.
Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you coming. Thank you for your assistance with the preview performance. Allow me to express my utmost gratitude once again.
Well, part of the job, sir. Sounds like you're in the middle of a performance. I'm glad the show's been so well received day after day.
Of course, that's all thanks to the SSS. Oh, that reminds me, we're taking a day off from performing tomorrow. We're here anyway, so feel free to stop by for a while. Or a visit if you like.
Thank you. We're making a point to visit you.
Oh, good morning. The concert yesterday was great, wasn't it? Randy, thank you so much for inviting me. Oh, the other girls had a great time too. Yeah. Showing ladies a good time is my life's mission. On a date with 3 different nurses is pretty daring. You're not telling me? Seems you learned nothing from the blender that got and kicked out of the CGF. Fishing in a hospital is wrong. I don't want to be right. That's what's an aqua. Let's put some dumplings out there. That was a little bit later. Corp? I caught a carp that was magical. Most important thing to remember when traveling is to enjoy the cultural uniqueness of the country you're visiting. For example, famous hospitals like this are perfect sightseeing. Research labs and people. Oh, I thought his hospital food was going to be light and unappetizing, but boy, is I wrong. I had a hard time coming up with any complaints about the food. It's honestly about 100 times better than the junk food I usually eat. Anniversary festival? Sorry, but I can't say I'm interested in it. Despite what you may think, I've come to Crossbow for purely amigos. Well, it's me crying over lack of free time, unlike the other interns. I made to stay in bed during the whole anniversary. Must be ashamed, don't you think? I want to go above and beyond with my cooking the next few days, just so the clients don't feel like they're missing too much. I still have to make sure I don't get too crazy. If you can't strike a good balance, the whole thing will come crumbling down. Building is where all the doctors and nurses live. Living together with all your coworkers sounds like a blast, don't you think? No. I've heard this hospital has equipment that can automatically assess a person's health. Honestly, with the exhaustion I built up by doing the housework day in and day out, I'd love to have a checkup. This health measuring machine ends up saying I'm in poor health during it. I could use that as evidence to ask Master for more vacation days. You poor sweet child. Apparently, Dr. Keeley's son is a part of the city's downtown gangs. He's probably just in his rebellious phase. They'll pass soon enough, I'm sure. Now, everything's gonna be alright. But first, you need to be nice and quiet for everyone else in here, okay? Once your fever's been taken care of, I promise we'll head straight to the anniversary. I want to go to the festival. Tweaked out my hips at the festival's opening ceremony. I was getting pushed around one way to the next by the crowd, and it got me good. It's not going to stop me, though. The festival's only begun. I'm going to get fixed up real quick and get back to partying. I came to pick up my grandma's prescription from the doctor. I will actually take it this time. It's never a slow day at St. Ursula, that's for sure. first. Second day of anniversary festival, is it? Now's the time when injuries spike. People get so riled up with excitement that they tune out their surroundings. That's politics. How nice would it be if those petty gang members aren't carried into the hospital again tomorrow? After covering for me yesterday, I'm happy that Maeve and Colonel Citron were given the day off. Yeah, we really had a blast yesterday. Now that we're back on the job, we have to put off all that energy to good use. Doing a little observation here at St. Ursula to get a feel for how doctors operate. For future reference. It's easy to understand how they become so renowned as their respective fields, and how exact and efficient they are. This hospital really is huge. Not huge enough to contend with the size of my abode. What? It's the truth. Oh, the special sports section. Anniversary festival is going on right now, isn't it? I'll admit it's hard to tell when you're in here. Yeah, something so happy is happening within arm's reach, but it feels as if it's far off already. Exit 2. Or if it's so big that they managed to fit another building on top of it. That's amazing. You climb to the top of the research ward, would you be able to see Crossville City? At the view from the top floor of that research ward is something else. Would they mind if I went in without permission? Kidding me? How the heck did the doctor sneak off me? I'm just a resident. I'm not qualified to deal with everything that comes across his desk. Okay, well, now we'll go with the stop. Hammer time. Plans to attend Arkansas with my son tomorrow, but I don't think I'll be able to make it. Look at myself trying to smooth things over with my son like this. I feel rather ashamed at him now if son gets a father. Now, should we just fall asleep while standing? It appears so. Practical skill like that may prove beneficial someday, as you practice. Keep reminding me of what we've already on the second day of the anniversary festival. Well, after 72 hours of that sleep, researching this tree for so long, time just completely lost on me. Okay. Now, the real reason why I came here. I'm going to decide whether I want to integrate a new keycard system in front desk operations. We could get cards with their information loaded on them beforehand. It would greatly decrease the load on our receptionist. And handling the mass production of the cards. Our quandaries very much need to be solved. Where could you be, Doctor? Afternoon, Sarah. Shall I report? So what request you? Oh, the special sports section. Glad you could stop by. Is something the matter? Yes. You're here because of St. Ursula's doctors went missing, right? Seem awfully calm for a situation like this. Ah, well, I couldn't call it calm exactly. I think exasperated is a bit more accurate. Exasperated? Clarify the details of your request. There must be some misunderstanding about how severe you consider a missing person's case to be. Yes, I should probably explain. Doctor in the operation is a man named Joachim Gunther. Dr. Gunther is, well, Dr. Gunther. Wasn't he the man with blue hair and glasses that we met before? By missing, you mean... Guys playing hooky. We're being blunt. Yes. Hospital still has a lot of things left on his plate, so we're quite a loss without him. I see. So the real heart of the matter is that you don't know where the doctor is run off to. Yes, unfortunately, that's exactly right. Sorry, everyone. Might have been irresponsibility to write the request like I did. Gone missing and all that. What do you think, guys? I think we should postpone this up a minute. Based on the information guy, the level of urgency seems quite low. I was hoping I said we could take a crack at it. I hate to see Sarah in the lurch. I suppose there's still a chance he could have gotten mixed up into some trouble. Sarah. Lighton, need I remind you not to shout in here? I want to disturb our patients. Sorry about that. Yeah, it is our family assault victim. Hey, holding up, man. What? Oh, hey, everyone. Really appreciate everything you did for me. Wait, that's not the problem right now. Sarah, where the heck is Dr. Gunther? Not that. I'm sorry, Lighton. He still isn't back. You're joking, right? Oh, good. Oh, we got us. What does he expect me to do with all this work? I'm just an intern. Angel, there's no time to complain. I can do some of it, at the very least. What's that? Oh, Dr. Gunther pushes his work onto Lighton pretty regularly. Within absent, Lighton is desperately trying to chip away the amount of work he left behind. I can only imagine how much stress he must be under. Yeah, guess we can leave this one hanging, if that's the case. We gotta do it for poor Lighton. I agree, he's certainly deserving of pity. Alright then. So do you have any idea where Dr. Gunther might have gone? Oh, does that mean you're accepting my request? Thank you, everyone. Recently, Dr. Gunther has been talking about participating in an anniversary festival fishing tournament. It's quite possible that his disappearance had something to do with that. He left during work hours. Should probably still be wearing his lab coat. Sure, he'll stick out like a sore thumb. Being out of work for a fishing tournament? I feel like this is more than just some once in a while hobby. It involves fishing. I'm sure the Fisherman's Guild on East Street will know something. Alright, we accept your request, Sarah. Once we find him, we'll contact the hospital and bring him back. That'd be perfect. Thank you so much. Go back to crawl. Welcome to St. Ursula Hospital. The city is in the middle of celebrating the anniversary festival. I'm sure you all are looking forward to the festivities, right? Okay.
I tend to avoid the ridiculous crowd by coming on the second day, but some plan that was, it's just packed as the opening day.
Excuse us. Second ways in. Figured we'd be able to find a clue about Dr. Gunter if we came here. All those fishing fanatics head out to their tournament or whatever it was?
They have, then that would be our clue has already left the building. Wait a second, please, I still see the presence somewhere inside.
Oh crap, I'm late.
Oh well,
Then Detective Lloyd.
John Coupon? Got a second to answer a quick question?
Sorry, man.
I'm trying to sit here and chit chat. I already a Fisher Cup out on Eversole Road Sandbar. It's just about to start.
Fisher Cup.
At the fishing tourney? Oh, you guys already know about it? I should have known. Nothing gets past an angler. Fisher Cup is a tournament held in honor of the Fisherman's Guild President, Mr. Fisher. Well, if I said that, I don't have time to sit around chit-chatting. If I don't get there pronto, all the older guys will snag the best spots. There's one more thing. Among those attending the Fisher Cup, is there a doctor with glasses, blue hair, and a white lab coat? Talking about Joachim? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's coming along. He's coming today.
Bingo.
Yeah. Are you going to enter the tournament too? I guess take this. What's this? I'm getting it to you as a memento for beating the Fisher Cup. It's a participation prize, so to speak. I don't even recall the committee to this tournament. Is this really okay? Wait, damn it. I forgot I was running late.
Oh guys, gotta go. We can move if you want to make it.
Someone in a hurry really went out of his way. Yeah. Anyway, we know Dr. Gunter should be headed to the sandbar on Ursula Road. Must hurry and reel him in. Got his enthusiasm too. And you know, child? Silence.
Do I have a Castle?
Ah. No, I do not.
So that means
Fella tackle with red flies.
cool.
Better grab it just in case.
So keen.
Oh, would you look at this? They look like they're enjoying themselves. I'm impressed they can be so carefree with all those monsters in the hallway. There are a few monsters in normal today. They scared away by the horde of fishermen? I kinda doubt that. Either way, we found our fishing tournament. All that's left to do is find Dr. Gunther.
Been a while since I last fished on the sidebar. Came out here all willy-nilly, we'd get surrounded by monsters. But our host let it be fireworks.
Oh, there you are, Lloyd. I see you brought your SSS buddies, too. I'm glad you could make it. You held the Fisher Cup, a tournament where you can show off your fishing skills. To honor the Fishing Guild's president, Mr. Fisher. I call it a tournament, but it's more akin to a social gathering for all fishing. Sadly missed the explanation, so you'll have to settle for that. Wow, that was a monster catch. I think I found the perfect fishing spot.
Oh, are you guys members of the Fisherman's Guild too?
I suppose I am for the time being. Nice to meet you. My name is Lloyd.
Lloyd. It's a pretty funny coincidence if I do say so myself.
Amen.
We share the same name, my boy. I'm Lloyd, a master fisher of the Fisherman's Guild. Sir Dan asked me to be a special guest at this tournament, so I packed my things and came all the way from Liberal. I'll be here for the duration of the anniversary festival. Let's reel in surprise catches. Alright? Hello, Lloyd?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is the Lloyd that Estelle was talking about earlier.
Oh, more competitors. Feel free to find yourself an open spot and fish, fish, fish.
Do 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 do. Ah, fishing is truly delightful. I guess what they say is true. The heart really is soothed with the cast of your line. It always helps me feel refreshed after a busy day in the hospital. Blue hair, white lab coat. I think we got our man. Excuse me, are you Dr. Joachim Gunther? Joachim? Yes, that's me. I apologize, but I'm in the middle of something important. Do you need some? Aha! Finally a bite. Not even listening. I am. I'm hooked on your every word. I'm Bud. Excuse me, sir. Sarah, one of the hospital receptionists, has a request to track you down, Doctor. Your repeat absences are causing problems for Lyton and the rest of the staff. I've got you now. Oh wow, a vibrator. A pretty big one at that. All my daily trips from the hospital are finally starting to pay off. He was in his own little world. Sorry, Bud, but I don't think he heard a single thing you said. I think you'll have to explain yourself again, Lloyd. I was already yelling. I assure you, that won't be necessary. Hospital staff is awaiting my return. It's nice to meet you all. I'm Dr. Joachim Gunther. Just a simple associate professor over at St. Ursula's. I can't help but feel like we've met before. Deja vu, perhaps? I suppose it's really Trenton trying to remember that. I wouldn't call it deja vu. Just start with an introduction. Oh, better late than never. I'm Lloyd Bangs, member of the Crossville Police Department Special Support Section. Now, Dr. Gunter, really? Fine, Lloyd, I understand it. No, does that mean you're returning to the hospital? That's a good question, ma'am. However, I've been looking forward to the Fisher Cup for the last 2 months. It's kind of a big deal for all of us anglers. And since I don't have any free time during the festival, I figured I'd treat myself with a little fishing trip. You have no sense of responsibility as a physician? Oh, of course I do. My wrist is awfully sore from all of the apology letters I had to write every time I snuck out of the office last month. It's a good thing my old chum Lighton was there to help me write half of them. Okay, a little off topic now. What do we have to do to convince you to return with us? Let me think about it. Since we're already at the Fisher Cup, I saw this about Battle of the Baits. Fishing. Exactly. You managed to reel in something larger than the viper bed I just caught. How gracefully accept defeat. Simple, right? All it comes down to is fishing match, eh? Think you're up to it, right, Lloyd? Fine, I'll accept your challenge. Girls I should know. Spoken like a true angler. I'll show my viper head. Start down into the once you've caught a fish of your own, have him inspect that one off alone. As long as you catch a larger fish than my fiberhead, you will be declared the winner. Keep in mind that there are no do-overs. Once you've shown your fish to Sir, that's it. Oh, and no leaving the sandbar. Come with all your gear in hand, because leaving the sandbar to resupply is forbidden. So, is there a place for me? It's time we started our bait off. There, master baiters. Good luck, Lloyd. Time to have some fun. Novice Rod with the castle gear. There it is. Alright, checked out Joachim's fiberhead. It's all up to you now. Out of all the fish you got, the largest among them is a catfish. Is this the fish you want to challenge him with? Sounds good. I'll go grab Joachim so I can announce the results. Haha, are you sure your fish measures up to mine? Not sure about it, don't plan on losing to you. Yeah, I'm excited to see the results. You do the honors, Sir Dan? Judge away, my friend. Let's see. If we get into this corner, we got an impressive viperhead. Fish Lloyd caught. Largest among them was a catfish. Our judges are in the win. Lloyd Bangs! Again, are you sure there wasn't an error in your judgment? Hands the brakes. Lloyd's fish is absolutely massive. Trust me, my eyes never lie. kidding. You did it, Lloyd. Heck yeah. You never failed to deliver. I won. Ah, fate is cruel. Well, a win's a win. Here's a little present to celebrate your victory. Thank you, Dr. Gunter. I appreciate it. Now it's time to hold up my end of the bargain. Off to the hospital I go. Really? I was expecting you to throw more of a fuss. Excuse me, miss. I'm not some rowdy child. Anyway, our little match was a great opportunity to get some quality fishing. Sure, that's it. I'm sure I'm more than satisfied for the time being. Huh? He's a crafty one, eh? Still using us to buy more fish time, I bet. Utterly despicable. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. It was a pleasure, Soda, and I'll see you around. Sure, pal. Look forward to seeing you at the next competition. Likewise, friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, Special Sports Section, I have a hospital to tend to. I'll be waiting at the bus stop. If there's anything else you need from me. Dude has completely wrapped around his finger. He's coming, all right. I do not trust him in the slightest. He might swim along the moment we take our eyes off. Yeah, I should take the same bus to make sure he actually gets back to the hospital. Where in the world are you, Doctor? Do you know how many people we've inconvenienced by disappearing without a word? Well, if you must know, I was competing in an intense event known as the Fisher Cup. I put on my fisherman's... It's put on by the Fisherman's Guild, and seeing as I'm a member, I couldn't possibly skip it. I have the Anglers Code to uphold. This is serious, Dr. Gunter. Do you realize that life is... Oh, legends? I am blessed to have such a capable people. It would be rude of me to rain on his parade, considering how hard he's in. So why not let things continue as they are? Yes, I think that's for the best. It'll be very educational for him. Very educational indeed. Get back to work this instant. Yes, ma'am. This guy always like this. Supposed to be an associate professor. So prove me he has the qualifications. You say there's a fine line between genius and insanity. That's enough before he hears us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, but I have to excuse myself here. Next time we meet, let us go fishing again, alright? I won't take no for an answer. Again? Ignore that. I don't know what he's talking about. So do you need anything else from us? Ah, no, that should be everything. Thanks for the help. Before our lifesavers. I wanted to be gobstoppers. I know how else we could have gotten back this quickly. Whatever in need, please don't hesitate to contact us. Make sure to provide as much assistance. You can count on us. This is for... What's this? I sense fish that need catching. What's this? What's this? A game came out to me and insisted me I take this novel a little while ago. He asked me he was being a little too shady about it. Don't you know it? He swiped some of my bait while I was off guard. This guy just mess around all day? Hey, I'm not a fan of books, so you want to take this off my hands?
Back alley, Dr. Glenn, Chapter 6. A call? Oh boy. Oh boy, more trouble. Blood speaking. Hey, working hours always late? Fran, how's it going? Yeah, thank you for inviting me to come to concert with you yesterday. No big deal, you know. I really had a wonderful time with you. And I did too, of course. You glad here. So what's up? Did an emergency request come in? Yes, actually something's come up. You're familiar with the two gangs downtown? There's been reports that they're currently fighting over in the Harbor District. Seriously? What are they thinking? Pulling a stunt like that with all these terrorists around? We're on the same thing. Quite a few people called the police. It seems all our patrols were preoccupied at the moment. Since you've dealt with them before, we leave this to the special sports section? Of course. You said the Harbor District, right? We'll head there ASAP. Please be careful. Harbor District, what's happened there? Apparently Wazzy and Wild are back at it again. There are reports them and their gangs are causing trouble in the area. Oh my. These troublemakers. And did the festival begin to... Did all the festival hype get them riled up or something? Oh, cause there are plenty of innocent people in danger with a stunt like this. Should head there immediately and stop them. Understood. Alright, I guess we gotta go teach those punks yet another lesson. You know what? I'll get ready to go to the Harbor District. Oh, yes. And with that, we shall read 2 chapters of Back Alley Dr. Glenn. We're doing chapter 5 and chapter 6 this time. It's no use. That man came to it and surely looked up to see someone in the quiet corridor of the hospital. He was a slender, tall man, with a spotless white coat. Cast a piercing glasses at them from behind his silver rimmed glasses. Doctor? Being a nurse at Amaria General Hospital, Sherry knew him as one of the doctors. Worked with him daily. Then also happened to know this man that it had been 10 years since they last met. Rufus? Fine, what are you doing here? Rufus scowled. Sherry's like, I'm surprised at this strange suggestion that she was aware the two of them were acquainted. However, she could do little more than watch dejectedly as the tension rose in the air. Rufus looked over her, sighed, and an annoyed crease formed in his... What made you think it was a good idea to bring some back alley doctor like him here? She know that they're at this hospital's reputation. Looking in Sherry's eyes, which are one of resolve. She was well aware of the consequences when she brought Glenn with her. He was not about to give up just yet. What do you mean by can't? She asked, as if challenging her, and found himself wondering why Sherry's patient, the boy in the nearby, so important to him. However, he decided against voicing his question for the moment and student silence. Simple. That man abandoned his work. When it came down to it, he ran away from being a doctor. No matter how skilled he may be, someone like him is incapable of curing the incurable. Cannot stop the crystallization disorder. Yeah. Let out a dry, bitter laugh as to Groove. Without saying anything further, he turned and began walking away. Dr. Glenn. Sherry hastily followed after him. Rufus looked on as the two of them made their way down the hall. As they turned a corner, Rufus uttered a quiet humph before turning his attention to the nearby room. Room 303. The room where Hugo was staying. He cleared his throat and knocked 3 times on the door. Here you go. It's time for your checkup. From the rooftop of a Mary General Hospital, Glenn gazed down at the city streets lying below with high-end stores and well-kept houses. The view, filled with signs of advanced orbital technology, the country had been invigorating and brought him no peace. However, instead it only made him miss the rushing charm of the city's declining downtown. Felt it soon much better than such a pristine sight. Sherry stood behind him, a weird expression as Dr. Rufus, how good is his work? Glenn asked, more to interrupt him and change than out of any actual curiosity. Unable to get around with his deflection, he had no choice but to answer this sudden question. Dr. Rufus was scouted when this hospital was first founded. He saved many lives over the course of his career. In addition, he's published a great number of research papers. There have been rumors he's going to be hired as a professor, despite being only 34. Yeah, he's an ordinary man, doing good on his own ordinary way. And said with a satisfied look, even that ordinary man wants to save the boy's life. Sheesh. Even that ordinary man wants to save the boy's life. Sherry shouted. Her outburst faded to a muted tone. However, as she continued, but he plans to amputate humanity. That's what it'll take to save the boy's life. That's what should be done. Expected this conversation to end there, just as our previous exchange in the hallway. Sherry would not accept this outcome. Dr. Glenn, 10 years ago you devised a surgical method to reverse this crystallization. That's why, even if it's a risk, there's a chance Hugo might be able to keep his hands. I want to bet on yours. Hearing that caught Glenn by surprise. Then chanced upon the idea years ago, a revolutionary technique, able to reverse the process of disease, cure it without amputating crystallized parts. Really would make the impossible possible. Certainly, if it worked, Hugo's life and dream alike would be saved. But even so, the thought of revisiting that chapter of his past only reopened a scar in Glenn's soul. After a few months of silence, he said quietly, "You know that technique was a failure, right?" Sherry cast her eyes downward. And because of that, I lost her. So, with that, the somber tone, Glenn began to recount the story of his past, of the incident 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Glenn worked with Rufus at a hospital in the Principality of Ramfae. Two of them, blessed with talent, were promising names among the young doctors. One day, the two visited a small theater where they saw a traditional Ramfarian dance known as a ballet. The dancer on stage was incredibly talented, and both men were all awestruck. Instantly. Her name was Katarina Ford. Two doctors came back many times to watch her perform, and, as if by fate, somehow became acquainted with this girl whose smile shone like the sun. The two men even got to know her child's history, took a liking to them as well. It wasn't long before Glenn and Katarina fell in love. They were such a perfect match that even Rufus, his friend and rival in love, wholeheartedly support the couple. However, their happy days together would be all too short. One day, Katerina came down with an incurable disease and was hospitalized at Planet Rufus' work. The disease in question was none other than crystallization. Her legs, the life of a ballerina, were immobilized. For her to be to feel as male as crystals of your ankles. Ah, it's pretty, right? Smiling and holding the gemstone that once was her foot up to the light. Katerina's way of saying strong and possible. Typical of her bright personality. Glenn and Rufus, the doctors charged with her care, found it increasingly difficult to have such an outlook. However, to save her life, they both knew there was no other way than to amputate the crystallized feet. It had to be done soon. But despite everything, they couldn't bring themselves to take such a drastic measure. Katerina still burned with passion for dancing. Passion that would be cruelly snuffed out if she were to undergo an amputation. The doctors searched desperately for an alternative. Any possible to name both her life and her legs. Scour the records of all known cases of crystallization. They examined and re-examined her to try and find the real cause. Any possible hypothesis was followed up on as quickly as possible. One day, their frantic work finally paid off. Glenn had made a discovery. Patients with crystallization now all had a common symptom, a small tumor in the heart. Initial studies suggested that this group growth secreted a specific type of toxin that was then dispersed throughout the bloodstream and deposited in the extremities of the body. When it accumulated in great enough quantities, it would convert the patient's hands and feet into the familiar green crystals. The tumor can be surgically removed. The root cause would be no more, and the condition would slowly reverse over time. Although the medical world was excited over these findings, two doctors in Katerina did not rejoice. The removal of a tumor inside the heart was an extremely dangerous operation. Even in a country renowned for top-tier medical practices such as Roman Feria was, it would be intensely difficult surgery. If they failed, it would mean her death. Time was not on that side. Crystallization was advancing. They had to make a decision. The only option is to remove the crystallized parts. Choosing between life and ballet is foolish. Rufus did not want to go through such a risk. Glenn agreed with this conclusion. Even if his love would lose her ability to dance, as long as she had her life, she would find a new passion. However, Katerina disagreed. Ballet is everything to me. Losing my legs is no different than losing my life. Is there even a small chance that you can do it? I want to bet on your success. She begged her beloved Glenn. As the operation neared, Glenn grew more conflicted by the day. She was betting on its success with her life as the chips. Closer to the surgery grew, the more he began to worry. In the end, her wishes got through to him. He decided to do as he asked. Rufus was fiercely opposed. Upon seeing the look in Glenn's eyes, he understood his friend's resolve. Even though Glenn would do anything to save her, he realized that there was nothing he could say or do that would stop him. The day arrived, Glenn was to be at the surgery. Katerina's sister looked on and was concerned as Katerina was transported to the operating room. I believe in you, Glenn, whispered Katerina. Grasping Glenn's rugged hand, she fell into a deep sleep under the anesthesia. She never woke up. Glenn's story was finished by Rufus. Stepped out to join Glenn sharing on the rooftop. Afterward, Glenn abandoned in the hospital. He ran away from Katerina's death. Became a good-for-nothing back alley duck. Upon hearing Rufus' words, Sherry glanced over. What do you want, Rufus? Glenn didn't look up at his old friend. He simply continued sitting down at the steering wheel. Rufus took a moment to choose before finally replying. The date for Hugo's operation has been decided. It's 1 week from today. Exciting and fun stuff. But anyway, with that, I will bid you guys adieu. See you guys.